Hello everyone, welcome to Redmen TV Daily News Time. We've got some really interesting stuff to discuss today, so let's dive straight in with the terrible news that Joe Gomez will miss the Champions League final after undergoing ankle surgery. Yes, this was broken slightly earlier today by James Pearce of Liverpool Echo, saying Joe Gomez will miss the Champions League final after undergoing ankle surgery. I think I'd covered that pretty well to this point, but you know what? There is something to be said for just being precise and factually correct. He also had hashtag LFC. Bad news. Tom and I have discussed this on the podcast, which is coming out later today as well. So yeah, a real shame for him. More from the perspective, I don't think he was likely to be involved, particularly with Nathaniel Klein being back to fitness as well. He's probably third choice right back at the moment and fourth choice centre half realistically, given that he's not really played there all season. Clavan was likely to be ahead of him in that pecking order. So yeah, I mean, from a selfish Liverpool squad perspective, this should be okay for us to handle this, but from a personal perspective, and looking at him as a lad, much like Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, just disappointing to see lads who've put the hard work in and helping to get Liverpool where they are, for them not to then have the ability to even take to the bench for this game. A big blow for Joe, and I think I do speak for everyone at the Redmen TV in saying that we hope he comes back as soon as possible and doesn't hamper his preparations for the new season, because I think he's going to be an even better player for us next year. One thing I want to draw attention to, and now News Now sound, we like News Now, we're featured on there fairly regularly, this is not their doing, but the way in which this has been reported by a number of outlets, it's genuinely incredible. I'll see if we can find some. There we go. Empire of the Car Park, good mates. Another long-term Liverpool injury, breakthrough ace to miss Champions League final and World Cup. There was a phenomenal, that's a good, Liverpool's Joe Gomez ruled out of the Champions League at Sport 360. Good on you, Sport 360. There's one where it's, let's see if I can find it. It's basically along the lines of like, right-sided flyer is out for the, out of the, oh, here we go. RIP, no, cruel. Liverpool fans react as right-sided flyer ruled out of the Champions League final. Fuck you, Football Insider. Fuck you in your face. How dare you? How dare you try to make us think that it's Mo Salah or Sadio Mane or whatever. You absolute gang of pricks. So there you go. Boycott them for now. We move on. Chris did a video of this over the weekend. Nabil Fekir being very strongly linked with a move to Liverpool in the summer. This is Anfield's Jack Lusby has done a little bit more on it. Reports that Jurgen Klopp has had a little bit of a chat with him, which is interesting. Let's not delve too much into that. But he talks about it being a World Cup year and the majority of Liverpool's targets likely to be done as early as possible. French outlet RMC Sport claimed a £62 million fee had already been agreed for the 24-year-old. Suggestion of interest reinforced by L'Equipe and SFR Sport, and Romain Collet-Gourdin, a journalist for Canal Plus and Eurosport France, took to Twitter to say he had a very good meeting with him, Klopp did. He also suggests Chelsea have failed in their approach for him, with L'Equipe has also said they'd be interested. Neil Jones, formerly of the Echo and of Goal, and Glenn Price as well, both very close to the Liverpool scene, said that no deal is imminent, and obviously James Pearce has weighed in as well. But interesting talking that it's very much Jurgen Klopp's method to speak to players to the best of his ability, just to get a gauge of them as a human being. Now, if it's true that he has had a chat with them, and then there's reports come to the back of it, means that he is impressed with them. £62 million. Let me know your thoughts if you think that would be a good deal for the Reds to undertake this summer. We've talked about, or Klopp has talked about, how the plan to replace Coutinho was always going to be set for this summer. Is this the guy you think to do that? 24 years old as well. Follows the model that we've had of late of buying guys who are just about to properly break out, that you get them in their peak years rather than not getting 18-year-olds and then having to build them up. I think we'll still do that, and wouldn't be surprised if I see us get like a couple of really, really good 19, 20-year-olds this summer. But as far as guys for the first team, good to see us shopping, for me anyway, at that level of the market. Interesting one from sportskida.com. Sportskida, from Shambu Ajit, who's their senior analyst. He's talked about Ousmane Dembele, who said, according to the Mirror, they're interested in signing him, and he's taken to add fuel to the fire. When asked about Dembele in a press conference, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said, "Is he on the market? No, I'm interested." That's not how he said it, by the way. The clip is on the Redmen TV Twitter account. Go and see it. He basically just says, like, what's this? And I don't even, is it even, I guess it's Dembele to it, but yeah, Klopp very much laughed it off and said that, he doesn't talk about transfers. It's not the kind of thing that he does. And look, Liverpool, I think, would be interested in Ousmane Dembele, but is he going to be available? I'm not so sure. Thought that Sami Khedira could come as part of the Emre Can deal. Yeah, aging midfielders who spent years in Italy being expected to get up to the pace of the Premier League. I'm not overly keen on that, but he said he's not thinking about his future one day, but one day I would like to win the Premier League. Yeah, probably get paid 250 grand a week to play for Chelsea, play a season there, win a league title in a bit, and then retire. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ruben Neves wants to stay at Wolverhampton, according to the Metro. Treat that with a pinch of salt. Pepe Reina, being reported by the Mirror. Who's this by, actually, before we delve into it? Let's see if we've got a name. Martin Domin. Never heard of him. I'm sure he's lovely. Liverpool interested in bringing Pepe Reina back to Anfield, but not as their number one. Shock, horror. He's spent 8 successful years, blah, 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 blah. Liverpool chiefs believe the experienced Reina could help guide the gaff-prone Karius, but no bid has been made. What is this bullshit? I would love Pepe Reina back at Liverpool, make no mistake, and I agree that if we want to have a situation that we had this season where you've got two senior quality footballers fighting out for the number one slot, I think that would be a much better situation. I'd be quite interested to see us go big. Just do what a big club would do, go and buy a boss, expensive goalkeeper, and say, okay, if you're this good, you're going to prove that you're better than Karius, or vice versa. The alternative, though, is to go and get someone who's experienced, who's really good, has got, big personality and all the weight behind them, and get them in as a number two rather than buying a bollocks old number two like we've done for a number of years. I'd love Pepe Reina back. I'd love Iker Casillas as the number two as well. Just to bring him on and share that wealth of knowledge and experience with Karius would be great, and also know that if you had to play them, they're still very good at what they do. Yeah, Pepe Reina back would be amazing, but it doesn't look to be anything too solid to that. While we're here, 248,736 subscribers. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, we are perilously close to 250,000. Do yourself a favour, do me a favour, do Chris a favour if you like him more than me. Click subscribe now, and I'm going to come into your comments right now. D-Bird says Fekir is done. Anish Gancheka says, what do you think of these Pepe Reina rumours? Yeah, like I said, it is just pure rumours. I think he's available on a free transfer, which would be good. If you could get a quality number two like that sorted on a free, he is more than the sum of his parts. I think he is not the goalkeeper he was when we first signed him. I don't think he'll be anywhere near that level anymore. But he's capable, he's competent, and he is a massive character and a massive personality. I think Jurgen Klopp would absolutely bloody love him as well.
I've got one on Joe Gomez here. Yeah. So Cyfexy says, I don't think we'll really miss him for the final, but he is promising, and it'd be a great experience for him. Best of recoveries.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that it's a shame because there's just the experience of being involved and being on the bench and warming up and knowing that you might come on and be involved in the game at that top level against those level of players. That'll be a big disappointment for him, but you know what, it is what it is. There's no sense in getting too upset about it unless you're him, of course. But yeah, Cyfex says, I think our Black will be boss if we sign him. I think that's pretty good to say. Anmol Tarnecha says, Alderweireld, I think you could do, Sir Klopp, Alderweireld for 40 million. I think you could do a lot worse than picked up the Alderweireld up. A few people asking, they're saying, is it true Cristiano Ronaldo's out for 4 weeks? We've seen, haven't we, that I think Zidane's come out and said that he is 150% likely to be available for the final. What do you think, Simon?
I think that it would be fantastic if he was injured for the final.
It would be amazing.
So just a quick scroll through Twitter saying, it looks like he will be fit. So I think all Liverpool fans all over the world got a bit excited when he got took off against Barcelona.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like he's going to be fit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's okay. We've got Trent at right back, so we can deal with it.
Absolutely. So it's interesting that it was Zidane's mentioned that Isco should be fit and available, and Carvajal as well. So, you know, by the looks of it, they've got a strong team, but they have got 3 domestic games left to play between now and the final. Plenty of opportunities for players to break down. But you know what? Who cares? Ultimately, let them pull the full. I want them to put the full strength team out, and let's just beat them anyway. And that way there can be no like, oh, well, they did it. They didn't have Ronaldo. I wouldn't care if we won it. I could care less. But, you know, if you're going to win it the hardest possible way. That's what I say. Ian Gallagher says, Paul, you're liked equally as much as Chris and all the other lads at RMTV. Thanks very much, mate. That's a lovely thing of you to say.
Very diplomatic of your own.
Yeah. We know you really like the most. It's Tom. One more comment for me, please, Si.
So someone a bit defeatist, Peter Reeves said, I'll have a more positive one after this, but Peter Reeves said, imagine if Van Dijk gets injured against Brighton, Lovren and Klavan in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. This highlights why we need another world-class centre-back ASAP. Yeah, true, but I mean maybe, but also, how many clubs have got 2 world-class centre-backs? You know, world class is something else. I don't think you have. I think the word world class, or words because it's 2 words, gets bandied around too much. I think I agree that I think we need someone. We need a nailed on perfect partner for Van Dijk, and I don't think any of our centre back options have totally done that. So I take your meaning. I'm picking on you because I see no sense in the negativity. It'll be what it'll be. Both of those lads have got heroic cult qualities to them. Bear in mind, we won a European Cup with Jimmy Traore and Igor Biscan and Milan Baros, etc., etc. It's possible. It is possible to do it without the best, but you're right. It will be nervy. We just want to get through. And the point is, you've got to play your full strength against Brighton. People are asking me, go strong, get the 3 points, get top 4 boxed, and that gives Klopp the best possible platform to chill, to relax, to amp things up, to ramp things up, to practice and get ready for the European Cup final. And it'll be what it'll be ultimately. You got one more? Yeah, so Mowbray asked if there's any chance of a meet-up after the game at the weekend.
Right, so we are doing a live show on Saturday night. It's actually the night before the game. So if you're going to come to Liverpool and you're not sure when to come down, come the night before. We're doing a live show from 8 o'clock. Sound food and drink on Duke Street in Liverpool. Tickets are available now. They'll be in the video info. Or if you go to the pinned tweet at the Redmen TV on Twitter, you can see all the info there. Get them bought. If you're a subscriber to the website, then you get a 50% discount on the tickets as well. So come down, get involved, come and hang out with us. It'll be me, Chris, Si, Tom, all the usual people involved with the show. My dad will be there for a bit. Steve Horse should be there. The lot. It's going to be a boss laugh. We're going to chat all footy. We're going to celebrate the season. We're going to have a bit of a drink, a bit of a sing-song. And so if you want to come and hang out with us and just have a bit of a chat and pick our brains and stuff, or just come and say hello, or come and call the pricks to our faces. As long as you buy tickets, you can do whatever you want. Maybe pay Jack Nudes. Who knows? So yeah, you know, obviously we'll be doing the usual coverage around the match as well, and hopefully with 3 points safely tucked up and hopefully Champions League qualification boxed before we head to Kiev and, you know what, embrace our destinies, whatever that may be. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the redmentv.com, and come and watch us live in Liverpool this Saturday night.